Hello everyone, and welcome to Steven's Creative Finance. I'm making this video to try and share with those of you who may be out there scared you don't have enough finances to get into investing to grow your wealth to be more. I am sharing what I've done in my own life journey and experience. I've broken numbers down to try and make this realistic for everyone to have a beginning point. I'm realizing that everyone out there has an opportunity right now to start growing something. So I'm going to start at the basic minimum I can. And if you have more, you can always put more into it. More always gets more. But everybody needs to get started. And I'm finding that there's a lot of hesitation and agitation around me because some have never done it before and don't know the process. So for the one-time opportunity to gain the most wealth I've seen doing this for the last 8 years, I thought I'd share it and see if you can get into a window of opportunity for yourselves. So first, you're going to need a checking account and a debit card. Then you're going to have to decide what your minimum that you can invest is over and above all your household bills and taking care of your family and all of those things. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I've broken it down to a $5 investment level to get started, because I think that most people can get there with $5 to start doing something if you've been sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And doing absolutely nothing is the worst thing anybody can ever do. So after you get your checking account and your debit card, and you've deposited at least $5 in there, then I want you to go to Coinbase.com, set up an account, and put your $4 or $5 that the bank will let you transfer over to Coinbase. Once you've got your money in Coinbase, I want you to buy Bitcoin with that money. Because right now in history, Bitcoin is becoming the most rare and valuable asset on the planet, due to the fact that it was made out of an electronic currency that started on a laptop and went into multiple warehouse facility to try and keep up enough energy to keep it produced. And so every 4 years, they're cutting back the energy production in it, which limits the number of Bitcoin out there that can be used or bought and sold. So this coming April 2024, we're going to have one of those episodes of a halving, is what they're calling it in technical terms in the crypto world. So when this halving takes place, today's rate of production will be cut in half, is my understanding if I'm reading these articles right, for the global consumption of buying and selling. And it's going to cause Bitcoin to go from the 40,000 range that it's in now up to $400,000 per coin. So if you buy a fractional share, you're going to be into the increase. You're going to have more than $5. Your $5 could potentially turn into $50 or $500 or more, depending on how people out there are buying it, selling it, holding on to it, or losing it. So I want you to have the advantage of making your $5 work for you and make you more than you ever will have had on opportunity in this lifetime. After January 1st, sometime, BlackRock is trying to get their Bitcoin spot price ETF approved. When that happens, they're anticipating that Bitcoin will become worth $100,000 per coin. So if you had your $5 in there before the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF spot price goes into effect, you'll get to see your $5 change to more based on the new $100,000 leveling. And then in April, wherever that's at, it's going to go into an even higher increase as the coin goes to a value of $400,000 minimally. It potentially could become a whole lot more. So for those of you who've got large money to invest at the last minute, the BlackRock ETF, you put in $100,000. By the end of April, you'll have a $300,000 gain. I'm hoping that this information will help all of you out there and help you get started in doing something over nothing and realizing that you can go to Coinbase.com for more information, as well as BitcoinMagazine.com or Coindesk.com. And if you go to Coinbase.com and you hit on the Bitcoin and you scroll up, it'll go up through pages and it'll tell you all about it. And it'll tell you that there's only ever 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be in circulation at any one time. So as these ETF financial institutions are buying up millions of dollars of it, that takes off the market what you and I can get. But it's going to be the most valuable long-term asset any of us can handle, even if we just have a small fractional part. I'm hoping that this will help you wake up and understand that you can do something about your finances today, starting with the smallest investment of $5. And as you get more, keep putting more into it and more into it. So that way you don't lose this $40,000 valuation place that you can increase off of as it goes up to $100,000 potentially by the end of January with BlackRock's ETF going into place, and then up to a $400,000 gain per coin in April when the halving occurs. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope I've helped some of you out there and that you can have a more prosperous future. Until my next posting, I hope you're blessed and have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year.